Hello, YouTube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm back with a video. A video that is kind of, yeah, I looked around, I didn't see anything that was like this, so I wanted to maybe start a tag. I don't know. It may or may not happen, but what I'm looking at here today are my black tarot decks. By which I mean to say the color black. And I'm coming to this idea with kind of an artist's mind. So I wanted to just show you this little thing here that helps me when I'm doing particularly artwork where I'm like copying a photograph and that is my grayscale and value finder. So black in the world of art is the absence of color. In black, 100% black, you have the void. Okay? So you can add a little white to it and get a lighter value until we get to white, pure white. And white is the presence of all the colors. So if you take white light and put it through, say, a crystal prism, it will break up that light so that we see the colors of the rainbow, which eventually make all the colors, right? So that is black and white. Now, I was partially inspired to do this because I was watching a couple other people. Who was the first one I saw? Thea from Garden Goddess Tarot did a black and white decks video. A couple of them were black and white decks, but many of them were black and white and gray or black and white and other colors. This is the Crow's Magick Tarot. And some of you have the edition that was kind of pirated that would have no white borders, making this kind of a black deck, or a deck whose images are surrounded by black. And what that does for us, when the image is surrounded by black, is it gives us edges so that our eye has a container for the color. If you look at this artwork, you can see also that the different grays are used. And gray is shadow, right? Gray lets us know that there is form. So if we have only black and white, all we have is edges. It's kind of two-dimensional. But if we then add in gray, we have the 3 dimensions. All right. So something black and white is actually kind of difficult to do. It's hard to make black and white exactly beautiful. And in the art world, if you are a painter or a sketcher or whatever medium you use, even photography, if the work looks good in black and white, it will look good with a little color. This is not exactly a black deck. In fact, the conversation is really about the different colors that she used. It's a very simple color palette. The greens are earth. The red is blood. The yellow is light or sun. Right? So the black leads our eye to this color. I'm going to take this off and switch again. Okay, so that was Lorenzi-Prince's Tarot of the Crone. This is Luigi Scapini's Il Tarocco delle Vetrate, or a Tarot of the Windows, I guess this would be. But it's the stained glass tarot. So this one has black borders, which I really appreciate. I love a deck with black borders. But the interior lines are also very black. So this kind of imagery can actually be a little confusing to the eye because there isn't any grays. There are no shadows. It's very, and it's meant to be, although sometimes he lets it slide, kind of two-dimensional. It's a pip deck. But those black outlines do do our eyes a favor, as do black borders, in my opinion. Okay, so there are some decks which sometimes I think they maybe were created for a black, on a black canvas. The Orions Tarot deck by Ambisun. I forget what this guy's name is. Okay, this looks to me as if it was done originally on black canvas or maybe scratchboard even. Except for that it's really beautifully rendered, which is almost impossible in scratchboard. Ask anyone who's ever done. See, that looks like scratchboard. But the idea behind this is we're looking up into the night sky, right? Into the stars. Is that coming out straight? I don't know. My camera's having a hard time with this guy. Sorry. Oh, look at that Taurus. Beautiful. Beautiful. Orions. This is a mini one, so it's a little harder to see. I believe this guy showed up in the black and white videos. Mine is the regular Corrado Roy, Low Scarabeo, Murder of Crows. I've just painted it where I thought the red looked cool. And I think this could have been done on a black canvas and the white painted over. A lot of it is very, a little known fact, scratchboard, you can get scratchboard white and paint the black on where you want it and then scratch it out again. And you can even just make that paint a little gray, not black, and scratch it out. So it's a really, I think part of the reason this is such a kind of favorite among people, even though it's a weird tarot deck. It's not exactly RWS. It's nowhere near Thoth. It's kind of scary in a quiet, very goth way. It's a little rock and roll. But this deck is in a lot of favorites. A lot of people like this stuff. So, all right, that's Murder of Crows. This is the Raven's Prophecy. Shit, I don't even have this box anymore. I'll put who it's by in the down bar, but this is for sure going from black to color. Raven's Prophecy, a lot of people put this in their fire sections, and it's because that color comes out from the dark and it gets you going. So making this card like, wow, right? A lot of them, really. Right. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah. Raven's Prophecy. This one is a stunner. And definitely, it's the color painted on this black canvas, right? Along similar lines, although I don't know. Okay, so we got black border again here. Oops. How many of you are going to be upside down? Hopefully not too many. This is the Ludy Lescot Tarot. This is an old... And it's a vampire story. So it's going to be in the dark. So I don't know if these were painted on dark canvases. This is really very graphic novel, type artistry. I'm sure this artist has to have done some graphic novel work. So it's very storybook. Oh boy. This changed my whole attitude about the sun card. Some of these things we just can never unsee, right? Okay, so that's Ludy Lescot. Okay, I can hear you through the interwebs. Where's Darkness of Light Tarot, Tamara? There it is. Oh boy. When what is this guy's name? Oh, so good. Tony Dimauro. When he was first painting this, he put the images on his Instagram, and oh my god, every single time he would post them, it was just, oh my god, that looks so good. Just a little bit of color, but that is a very black deck, right? Darkness of Light Tarot. Okay, and you had to know she would be in here too, because this is the Witchbone Tarot. And this, even when it's white, it's kind of black. She's got this great old school aging, like it's the pages of an old book that has dirt on it. Every card's got a little black. And I mean, I'm hard pressed to call this a black deck, but black plays a big part in it. Okay, so that is the Witchbone Tarot by Aubrey Siebe. Oops, oh, I forgot to pause. Well, that's fine, because I got everything's piled up right here. All right, so here we have the Supernatural Tarot by Inside Editions. And she black. She is Papa in the most gorgeous way. Oh, love these cards. So good. Whoever was in charge of this project, virtual handshake. This is just so perfect. I love it. Love it. All right, for the people in the back. Now, I have the older version, so this is even blacker if you have the next version. The next printing has a black border around it, which I think actually is really, really clever and really good for this deck. However, this is the one I have. And I'm bonded to it, super bonded to it. And it's not entirely black, but it's pretty black. The way this was done, this artwork was carved and printed. So the black will be what was left at the top, right? So those are going to be very defined pieces in the artwork, which this artwork wouldn't exist without the black in it. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh, you could do it in purple. But you know what I mean. The black is what defines it. The Brady Tarot by Emmy Brady. Y'all, I am such a bird person. This is a perfect justice card. Oh my God. You will be seeing this in the top tarot trumps, if I remember. One of those things. Now you look at this. So some people have trimmed this deck, but it's already a little small. And this is real heavy cardstock. Honest to goodness, not going to happen. I'm not doing it. My poor old hands cannot handle it. All right, next. Okay, this little divine, beautiful piece of tarot treasure is the Outgrow Yourself Taroracle. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to. By Ada Spaka. She's one of those names with which I am still trying to learn. Oh my God. Yum. Just right. I'm left without words because these cards are so cool. And so, yeah. Trust your tools. Hide your secret under the tree. I mean, it's really good. This is some good stuff coming out of the black. And this is trademark for this artist, is she always makes these figures imperfect, beautifully imperfect, one might even say. Just Excellent artwork. Okay. All right. You're not going to see a whole lot of oracles on my channel, but this one, baby. Talk about color coming out of the black. The Dirt Gems by Anna Louise Burdett and Chelsea Granger has come to mass market. Good for them. This deck was outrageous, prohibitively expensive even, because you gotta have the book. If you're an herbalist and into, you know, the divine, maybe it's fine without the book. You can look up your own shit and make up your own answers. But the book is beautifully written and tender. This artwork coming out of the black, the color is very bright. And then after you see that bright color, you go into the detail of the card. And there's always a little something more, right? And honestly, the stuff she wrote in here is just, it's so kind of, you know, these people lived some life. They've seen some shit and come through the other side. And that's cool. That's what I love when Oracle does that for us. I'm totally going to keep that one out. Okay, now we're getting to, let me do this one first, because I'm kind of ending on the 3 blackest decks. Unless you count this card, which is, there you go. If we had no white, that would not be good either. But this is the, what is this called? Doggone it. The Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. Right. Sorry. Love this. Love it. These bright colors again against the black. And every once in a while, they do this very light thing, which just grabs your eyeball. Grabs you by the eyeball. Yes, it does. Just, wow. This is such a... These figures are very modern. Very kind of relatable, but also a little bit spooky. Dies at the altar of truth. God, hello. Yeah. Okay. So very black deck. And the blackest cards are so cool. So interesting. Such a different way of looking at things. All right, folks. I keep changing my mind. Okay, so who's the blackest of them all? Could it be True Black? My camera's like, what the fuck? All right. You've all seen her. Some of you know her intimately. But we can't get enough. We cannot get enough of those amazing cups images. That gold that just jumps out at you. And then a little bit of spot gloss. Baby. Whee. All right, hang on. I got to get this. All right, the friendship is off. I answered the phone call that cut off the video. Fuck. Okay. But it's my good friend. I'm going to answer our phone call, all right? Sorry. I love you guys, but... Ooh. So owie. And those golds that jump off. He also rendered the animals really beautifully. I think that was the first time I saw the feather pen. It was an ace. The tower. OMG. Okay. So, hang tight. Or the Golden Thread Tarot. Is Golden Thread Tarot the blackest? How's my camera like those? Golden glints. Oops, left true black out here. I mean, that's on black plastic, recycled plastic, cardstock. Is he the blackest? He might be the blackest. So sexy. Yum. I love this. Plus, this deck gives great readings. And yum. Just gotta hold on, that's all. Okay, this is the last one. I promise, I swear. I don't know if this one is as black, but it might even feel a little blacker. We got a little white in there too. And the gold really feels like an accent to the black. This is the Marigold Tarot by Amrit Brar. Shit. Did I even say the names of the other ones? I don't remember. My mind is going, people. All right. So what do you think? Which of those last three is my blackest? God, they're so beautiful. That is a mind-changing card, too. Yeah. Okay. That is it. That is my black decks. Now, I'm sure there are other decks probably that I have that feature dark backgrounds or blackness in some way that I have forgotten. Feel free to make your own video because that would be fun. That would be cool. I would enjoy hearing the perspective of different people from different walks. And with that, thank you for coming.